Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Usually for webinar or seminar or conference, we take the registration through Google form. Once the event is done, we may have to send the certificate to the participant, maybe e-certificate. So here we are going to see how to send the e-certificate to the participant. So we create a Google form to accept the registration for the event. Those entries will go to Google Sheets. From this Google Sheets entry, how to generate e-certificate and how to send it to the participant, we are going to see in this lecture. So it has got its own default steps. So the number one, create one folder in your Google Drive. This is just to segregate our work in particular folder. And then number two, design a certificate in Google Slide. And number three, make a Google form for the registration of participants. And number four, create response sheet of forms and make some settings regarding add-on. So as a first step, we are going to create a folder in our drive. To do so, kindly log in to your Gmail account. So once if you log into Gmail account, you'll be having a grid of 9 dots over here that says about Google Apps. Click here and then go to Drive. Click on Drive and you will get to see your drive here. So first step, we are going to create a folder. So click on New and click on Folder. Once if you select the folder, you can name the folder here. So I am going to name the folder as Webinar and I am going to create it. Now the folder is ready. The next step, we need to create a certificate. To create a certificate, I am going to Google Slides. So click on New and select Google Slides. It will open a blank slide where you can have your certificate, where you can design your certificate. Here already there are different patterns are available. If you want, you can make use of these patterns and you can change the colors, all that you can do. Now usually to design the certificates, default one whatever is there, you try to delete it. Okay. So when you click here, click on the box, it will ask cut, right? You can cut this. Even this also you can remove it. And then as you require, you can design the certificate. Like now I'm going to cut this text box as well. Okay. Here you can get a text box and you can write, you can place it here and you can type what you wanted to have. Like for example, I want to specify School of Science. Okay, School of Science. And then here I wanted to specify one more column I wanted saying that to certify that. Okay, to certify that. So this is how I wanted to design the certificate. Maybe here I wanted the name. So you can also make the letter in big in size and the font style, everything can be given. So I'm giving a School of Science as a bigger one because from the School of Science I'm conducting the webinar. I'm planning to create a certificate for a webinar. So you can make it bold and as well as you can click on these three dots. You can align it. The text in the center you can align it. You can also move the text boxes wherever you require. You can adjust here. Same way, even to certify that, even this also I'm going to increase the size. Yeah, increase the size and I'm going to align it to the center. So like this, every text you can see now I'm going to get it little down, right? So you can type a content here. So like this you can design your certificate. If you want a logo over here, maybe institute or organization logo, you can click here, you can get the image and you can resize the image and you can place it wherever you require. Even here also, if higher authority signatures, if it is required, you can place it the text boxes. Like for example, select the text box, place it here. Okay, you can move bit up and you can type it here. Maybe I'll type a higher authority only. I typed higher authority, so it's available. Maybe higher authority 1, 2, 3. You can have it and get an image and you can place it here as a signature. So this is how the certificate can be generated. Okay, it's not that only in Google Slides you have to generate the certificate to use it in Google Form registration. Okay, you can also generate the certificate in other platform like CorelDRAW or Photoshop, and you can get it here. But you have to make sure that it is fixing with this slide. The slide is nothing but it's a A4 size. And horizontally you may have to twist the A4 size. Then it will fit into the Google slide. This is the size. Okay, so now I already created the certificate, so that's what I'm going to import it. Okay, so now I'll click on this insert image. As an image I have my certificate, so click here, upload from computer, because I have my certificate in my computer, so I'm going to select upload from computer. I have here cloud computing certificate. This is what my webinar is going to be, so I'm selecting cloud computing certificate. Just open this. It's going to be placed like this. You can also resize it accordingly. Okay, now the certificate is ready. Here I have written School of Science Certificate of Participation, and this is to certify that. And this place I wanted the name and the college name of the participant and the college name of the participant I wanted, right? So to do so, I need a text box. Just get the text box and draw the text box over here. And how big you wanted, you can have it here. Okay, now here I supposed to type the tag. The tag, since I am going to use as an add-on AutoCAD, the tag starts with angle bracket. Just nothing but less than symbol, that is angle bracket twice, and then type whatever information you feel like giving, that is name I wanted to give of the participant. So I must close double angle bracket. Okay, that is a greater than symbol I have to use twice at the end. So this is called a tag. Okay, now I am selecting this. I am going to give as a center alignment. I gave a center alignment. So name is ready now. Next I wanted the text box. So again I am placing the text box here. Where I need to specify the college name. Okay, the participant college name I want to specify. So here I am going to start with the angle bracket and I am going to type college name. Okay, so college name I am going to type. So even the college name also I wanted to be placed in the center alignment. So select that and go to the three dots, go to alignment and select college name, right? So now only I have given two information saying that name and the college name of the participant I want to display. In case of paper presentation, you can give a paper title over here. So here there is no restriction. Any kind of event you can have it, and you can plan any number of fields as you require. So the tag it should start with the double angle bracket and double angle bracket of that is less than bracket, and it should end with the greater than symbol twice. So this is only the restriction here. So any kind of information you can specify here. So now our form is ready. Let us save this form. Click on this untitled presentation form. It's a certificate is ready. So here I am going to give a webinar certificate. Okay, so I am giving the file name as webinar certificate. Okay, now I need to get this certificate in one single drive. Already I have created a drive called webinar. So in that I wanted to have it. So what I'm going to do, click on file and then make a copy. Make a copy. Here you have to select only selected slides. Only this particular slide you wanted as a certificate, right? So we are going to select the slides. This step, why we are doing it? To segregate our webinar work in one folder. Okay, otherwise you can have it just here itself. So now I'm going to select selected slides, and it says the file name as copy of webinar. I wanted webinar certificate only. Okay, then here I need to choose the folder where I wanted to have this work. So in my drive I have the folder called webinar. So I'm going to choose this and select, and then it's asking share it with the same people and remove all speaker notes. So this is nothing but when it comes to Google Slides, when you explain, the speaker note also may display over there, right? So all these options is not required. You can disable it. Anyway, I'm not going to use it that. So I just kept like that only. So now my webinar certificate is available in the folder called webinar. Click on OK. So now the certificate is ready. What is the next step? Next step, we need to create a a form for the registration, right? So I'm going back to the drive and click on new and click on more and then select Google Forms. So the forms is ready now. Once the form is ready, just give the title of the form here, that is registration for cloud computing webinar. Okay, so this is what I'm giving, cloud computing webinar. And then here the description you can write it organized by School of Science. So I'm writing organized by School of Science. So I wrote here organized by School of Science. So description also is done. Okay, now in this, after conducting this webinar, we are going to send the certificate to the participant. So here we must collect the email ID from the participant. So we need to set the option email ID collection. In case if you fail to set email ID option, still you may able to collect the emails, but it's going to be a kind of text. There may not be any verification or validation. So there may be a chance of typing the spelling while typing the email ID spelling mistake, right? So to avoid all that, whenever we are going to deal with their email ID through for the communication, it's better to collect the email IDs. To collect email IDs, what we have to do, click on this settings, and here that in general you have the option called collect email address. So select this, automatically the email address will be collected. So before they register, they must give their email ID, valid email ID, then only they may able to register it. So this option is very important. And here we have one more option called response receipt. When you select here, it's asking two options, that if respondent request or always, which is nothing but as soon as they registered, whether the registered information should be sent back to their mail or not. Okay, if I enable the participant, as soon as they registered, their information will be sent back to the their mail ID if they request. If you enable always it will go. Okay, then the next option we have limit to one response, one email ID, only one response. Okay, it's better to always enable this, otherwise from the same email ID or from the one email ID, multiple registration may take place. So I'm going to give limit to one response. This is must. Okay, but here for the demo sake, I'm not going to give limit to one response. I'm just leaving it. But you always you must give this from one ID, one response should take place. So kindly enable this. Okay, now click on save. I saved here. Fine. Then next step, I wanted a full name of the participant. So I'm going to collect the full name. So I typed here full name. Full name is going to be a text. So I have given here text. If any relevant information if you require, you can always ask here. So one information I collected as full name. Then I wanted the another information as a college name. So let me write the name of the college. Okay, so name of the college I wanted as a short answer. So further information like contact number, all that you can always collect it, interested area, all that you can always collect it. Okay, now I wanted email address, full name and name of the college. So now form is ready. Let me change the form title, file name, register for cloud computing webinar. By default it will come. If you want you can change it. So its form is done now. So now nobody have responded, right? You can see here as they respond, you can see the number of responded. Okay, how to share this Google form to the participant? Okay, here we have a send button. Click on the send button and you can always paste the email IDs of the participant if you know exactly who is going to participate. Okay, but in case of a big event, we may give the link in the social medias, and that's how the participants will get registered, right? So to do so, you can click here. This is the chain icon is there, and here you will get the link of this particular Google form. The link is lengthy, right? So you can shorten the link and you can copy the link and you can always register it here. Okay, so now let me register here. One response I will give. So I copied. Now I'm going to register here. Just paste it here. Okay, so enter. You get to access the Google form. Just now what you created. So now I'm going to use the mail ID and I'm going to say full name here. Yeah, I'm typing the full name and the college name, I'm typing it here. So college name I typed. Fine. Now I'm submitting it. Okay. You can see here registration for cloud computing webinar. Your response has been recorded. Okay. So I can submit another response because I have not enabled limit to one response. So I asked you to enable limit to one response. It's a compulsory. For the demo sake, I have not enabled because I wanted to make multiple registration with different IDs so that I can show how the certificate is generated. Okay, so now let me come back. You can see here it says one response is there, right? So I'll click here. Let me go to the spreadsheet and see. Okay, so to go to the spreadsheet, I need to click on this plus and it says that create new spreadsheet. I'm going to create the new spreadsheet. So here I'm going to get the spreadsheet where I type here I have given my email ID, full name and the name of the college I have given. Okay, so like this any number of entries you can have it here. Now how to set the add-ons for the certificate. Okay, so now click on this add-on, click on get add-ons. Okay, get add-ons. When you click here you get to see the different add-ons are available here. We are going to generate the certificate for webinar, right? So it may be any number of participants. So for this we are going to use the add-on called Autocrat. You can see here Autocrat is there. Just click here and click on this and then click on install. Okay, click on install. It will ask some permission. Just click on continue and here some rules and regulations will be given. So before that you have to choose your account, for which account you wanted to install the add-on. So I'm going to choose my email ID for which I wanted to install, and then here it's asking some rules like some restrictions it's asking. So just click on allow. The add-on will get installed in your email account. Okay, whichever account you have selected, it's going to install. So it says that Autocrat has been installed. Then click on done. Okay, so you can make out it says uninstall. Uninstall means already it's installed, whether you wanted to uninstall it. Okay, now you can also go through here. The steps are available. You can navigate through this arrow and you can go through how it is done. Okay, fine. Let us close this. Now add-on is ready. Okay, what is the next step? Next step, click on add-on and you will get to see here Autocrat, right? Just click on open. When you open, if any job is created, it will show what are the jobs are created. Since I have installed first time, so there is no job here. Okay, we need to create a job. So click on new job. When you click on new job, it will ask what is the name of the job. That is nothing but name your merge job. Okay, name of the job. So now I'm going to give the name of the job as cloud webinar. Okay, cloud computing webinar I'm going to give. This is my name of the job. Okay, cloud computing webinar I gave. Okay, so next click on save. Click on save and it's asking here choose template, which is nothing but the certificate template it's asking you to choose. Okay, to choose the certificate template, what we can do, there are two options. One is from Drive, you can select it, or you can create your example. Already I have it in my Drive, so I am going to select from Drive. Okay, from the Drive where it is available. I have in my webinar folder, right? So this is the certificate, webinar certificate. You can see the file name. So I'm going to select this webinar certificate and I'm going to click on select. So it says that here webinar certificate is added to this Autocrat. You can make out webinar certificate is added, right? Currently selected template is webinar certificate. Now click on next. When you click on next, you have the next step called map source data to template. Okay, which is nothing but it's talking about we have to map the certificate field and worksheet field. Okay, we are doing it with the worksheet, right? Certificate field and worksheet field should be mapped. That's what it says. You can see these are the worksheet field, that is email address, full name, name of the college, right? How we have given in the Google form, same column name will appear here. So this column name and the certificate column name we have to map. You can make out in the certificate we have typed name and college name. This we have to map. So to map that, name is there. In this name, which column name should be mapped to the certificate? So click this arrow, and along with the name I am expecting that full name should be mapped, and along with the college name I am expecting that name of the college should be mapped. So this is how this map source data and to the template it's working. You can also see here, in case if you want something else, you can also add it. Like for example, if you want time, you can select this and you can add it over there. Fine. Now let me click on next. Okay. So this is a step. It's asking the file settings. Okay. This is a very important steps here. Like we know that whenever we have a Gmail account, our own account, there is some restrictions to the number of mails to be sent per day. Like for example, it is going to be 100 mails per day. We can send it from our own Gmail account. In case if you wanted to send more than 100 mails, you may have to have the registered email ID. Like we are using it in free of cost, right? Registered email ID is nothing but your institute or organization will be having the paid G Suite. So when they have a paid G Suite, you may able to send more number of mails. Like for example, about 1500 mails per day you can send it. The email ID will sounds like your name with the institution name, and then maybe if it is education.edu.in it will come. So depends on the organization, the domain will change. Okay. So always when you feel that the participant is going to be more than 100, you can go with the registered email ID of your institute. Okay, it's not that it cannot be done in your regular email ID. It can be done, but per day only you can send 100 certificates. Then the remaining 100 certificates, the next day it will go. So this is how it will process. Okay, here we have option called multiple output mode and single output mode. What is this multiple output mode? If you select multiple output mode, individual certificate will be generated. If 200 participants are there, for each 200 each person one certificate will be generated. In case if you select single output mode, all the 200 certificates will be generated in one file, and that file you may have to share it to all the participants and they will get to download their certificates. So this is the difference. Okay, but I wanted to send individually to their mail certificates. So I'm going to choose multiple output mode, and then here I'm going to give a file name. Actually I wanted in case of David certificate. This is what I want the file name. To say that, what we can do, we want the full name of the participant, right? So to type here, you can see here one blue strip is there, right? Click on this and just select what you wanted there, what information you wanted. So I wanted a full name. So what I did, I just selected nothing. Okay, I just selected and click here and come back to the box and just paste it. Okay, Control V, press Control V. The full name of the participant will be pasted. David certificate I want. So I'm going to write certificate. Okay, so here it's going to be placed the name of the participant and the certificate will come. This is going to be the file name. And then the next step, it's asking how you wanted to send the certificate, either as a Google slide or PDF. Since it's a certificate, we wanted to send it as a PDF only. So I'm going to select PDF. And I wanted individual certificates should be generated. So I'm going to keep multiple output mode. Okay, so everything is done. I hope you understood this full name, how to get it. Click on this blue strip, select whatever column you wanted, just select and Control V, paste it. Okay, you can also type it with the angle bracket. You can also type it. So 2 less than angle bracket, full name, and 2 greater than angle bracket. Okay, then click on next. PDF you selected, multiple output mode you selected, click on next. And it's asking choose the destination folder. Already I have selected webinar. In this only I wanted all this webinar work should be stored. In case if you wanted to change any other folder, you can choose here, choose folder, and you can select the folder where you wanted to store the detail. Okay, now I'm going to click on next. and it's asking here add dynamic folder references. It's optional, I can just leave it and then click on next. The seventh step also it's saying that set merge condition. It's optional, you can leave it. Okay, click on next and it's asking share the documents and send emails. Yes, of course we need to share the documents, right? In case of no, there is no other information, right? Click on yes. When you click on yes, you will get some more information. It's asking share the document as PDF. You cannot change it here because already we have told that the document should be sent as a PDF. Okay, allow collaboration to reshare. If like it's only once the certificate should be sent, right? So there is no meaning of sharing it again. So I am going to say no, and send from generic no reply address. So I am going to say no. Click on next. When you click on next, it's asking add or remove job triggers. Okay, here we have a two triggers, that is run on form trigger, run on time trigger. Here I am keeping it as no because after completion of the webinar, the certificate should be sent, right? So I am keeping it as no, run on form trigger. Okay, if you say yes, yes is nothing but as soon as you registered, when you click on the submit button, your certificate will be sent to your email account. Okay, the participant certificate will be sent to their email account. But we don't want like that because we wanted to conduct the webinar. First we'll take the registration, then we'll conduct the webinar. After the webinar only we wanted to send the certificates. So we may have to have here run on form trigger. Okay, run on form trigger as no. Okay, without fail you have to specify no. Otherwise as they registered it will go to their email. Certificate will go to their email account. And here also we have run on run on time trigger, which is nothing but after registration, within how many hours the certificate should be sent. Okay, if you keep yes, you may able to set that. But we don't want that, so I'm going to keep it no. Okay, without fail, keep this run on form trigger no and run on time trigger no. So these both I kept as no. So I am going to trigger it manually. Okay, so here I have kept no and then click on save. So now our okay, this is not done. Okay, fine. Here we kept allow collaborator this and all this. Okay, in the 8th step we missed something, that is the email account of the participant should be enabled, right? Okay, here what we have to do, the email account of the participant should be enabled. Now email account should be enabled here. So click on this blue strip, select this email address, right, and click here and paste it, the email address. And whether it's CC, BCC, if you want, you can write it. Reply to, in case if you wanted reply back, you can specify the email ID, which email ID is supposed to be reply. And then type in the subject. In the subject, I wanted to say it's a webinar certificate, right? So webinar certificate I gave, webinar certificate. Type the message like maybe congratulations. I wanted to say congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah. Congratulations, the name of the participant I want to say. I'm just clicking here. I'm going to paste it. Okay, congratulations, David. Maybe David for successfully participating in the cloud computing webinar. So this is a text I wanted to convey them. So I typed here. Okay. So now in the 8th step, what and all we have told, share the document, yes, PDF, allow collaborator, we said no, and then send generic no reply, no, we said, and the email address we have given, and the subject we have specified as a webinar certificate, and we told congratulations, the full name of the participant we wanted to say for successfully participating in the cloud computing webinar, and then click on next. And here you may have to add this no, form trigger no, and time trigger no, and then click on save. Now the job is getting creating here. You can see here cloud computing webinar job is created, right? So now I will close this. I'll make some more entry to the form. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to trigger it. So now you can see here there are 3 responses. Okay, let us go to the spreadsheet and see. So I'm going to click here. The spreadsheet I wanted to open. Okay, spreadsheet is open now. Right. So you can see three responses are there. How to generate certificate for them. So here click on add-on, click on AutoCAD and click on open. When I click on open, it's going to say what are the jobs are available, and if you want new jobs you can create it. Already we created the job, right? So we just have to trigger on the job. That's all we have to do. Okay, cloud computing webinar. This is the job, right? For this webinar only we did the registration. So just click on here, run job. Okay, click here, run job. So I'm clicking here, run job. Fine. You can see here, as I see, you can make out, and the merging documents are happening here. You can make out here, see, running job cloud computing webinar, 3 rows will be merged. You can see as the certificate is generating, you can see here how the job is merging here. See, from Google Drive it's going linking to Vanaja certificate. The another person also is an Vanaja certificate, and we also have the third document which is merging it over here. Yeah, you can see document successfully created. You can see in the other tab it says document successfully created. Okay, now let me close this. Let me close this add-on. So I'm closing this. You can make out here all the 3 certificates are sent, right? You can see. See, this is the merging document here. Document successfully created, document successfully merged, and PDF is created, and the PDF is sent to. Okay, let's see. I have here my email ID, right? I'm going to open and I'll show you. Let me open, refresh. See, you can make out here webinar certificate, right? I'll click here, webinar certificate. This is a subject I gave, and here I type the text, congratulations, the full name of the participant for successfully participating in cloud computing webinar, right? My certificate is available. Let us download and see how it's going to appear. Okay, now my certificate is ready. Here we have given name, right? The name is full name we have given. The full name is printed, and the college name we gave, college name also is printed. So that's all the e-certificate, how it can be generated for a webinar or conference or paper presentation or seminar or any kind of event. Even for example, if you conduct quiz competition with a participant certificate, you can provide it without any percentage. Participation certificate, e-certificate could be generated like this. I hope you got an idea how to generate e-certificate. Thank you for watching.